Welcome guys to the postseason predictions for the 2016 MLB teams. I forgot to show you the images in a moment. Shoot, my brother's on. So all 30 teams I will be doing a prediction. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. If you're new, subscribe. If you and like the videos, because hey, listen, I'm already at 4. I'm back again. Sorry for the lateness due to my videos. It's due to I forgot my password to Google again. So that's why I'm sorry for my inconvenience and etc. For the AL East, we're doing a poll prediction for the baseball teams. For AL East, I'm gonna say the Boston Red Sox is A. Great lineup through 1 through 8. Great prospects. They brought them up last season with Andrew Benintendi, great rookie, but the trade acquired a new great lefty called Chris Sale from the Chicago White Sox. And I'm gonna probably have to say they're in first place because due to their rotation, due to their bullpen, because with Craig Kimbrel, great guy overall, with the lineup through 1 through 9 with great movings overall on the offseason, I think they did a great job overall. For second place for the AL East, I'm gonna probably say is the Toronto Blue Jays because even though they're not without Edwin Encarnacion, but they got Joey's bats back. And I'm not a big, huge Blue Jays Mets fan, but I have to give the Red Sox credit. They did a great move this offseason. The reason why I'm going to give them second place is the lineup. The left fielder, Ezekiel Correa, I'm just worried because he doesn't have that much pop. I'm worried about the lineup and bullpen and in the fifth starter. Because they're without a fifth starter due to injuries in the schedule, and they lost R.A. Dickey, so I'm worried about that. For third place, I'm going to say is the New York Yankees, because they got great prospect overall. They have Dylan Betances in the 8th and Chapman in the 9th. Overall, great bullpen to them. The bullpen and they're getting a lot of rookies there. They traded Brad McCare this season, not in the off season. They did a lot of great moves overall, so I'm giving credit for third place. For fourth place is Baltimore Orioles because even though last year they lead the league in homers, I just have a question about their pitching. They have one great, amazing closer, but the problem is the bullpen and the rotation because none of them lasted 5 innings or more. They'll usually have to go to their bullpen a lot. The only one who really stood out for me in the rotation for the Baltimore is Dylan Bundy and Chris Tillman and Kevin Gausman. And that's it. The rest of them, they only last 2 innings and they'll give up a lot of runs. So they need to improve on that. For fifth place, I'm gonna say the Tampa Bay Rays. They traded Drew Smyly, great lefty, to the Mariners this offseason. Even though they signed a lot of good catchers this offseason, but the problem is to me is the pitching. This is the bullpen because they gave up a lot of runs to a lot of teams, and the defense behind them messed them up a lot, and etc. So, for the AL Central, I'm going to say is the Cleveland Indians, AL champions of the 2016 postseason. Let you guys be aware, this is 2017 right now. This is the postseason predictions, and season predictions actually too. So I'm gonna say for first is because first place goes to Cleveland Indians ace, the rotation. B, the what was it? B, the lineup because they signed a great first baseman called Edwin Encarnacion from the Toronto Blue Jays, etc. And give me a moment, guys. Where is I going? All right. So the AL Central, I'm gonna say the first place is going to go to Cleveland Indians because due to their rotation, and the Edwin Encarnacion from the Cleveland Indians. For a different lighting, I had to change a different location so my brother doesn't know that I am recording right now. So for second place, I'm gonna say the Detroit Tigers. My mouth is black. Because the rotations and I'm gonna say 1 and 2 are good, and 3 with Michael Farmer that won Rookie of the Year last season in 2016. The reason why I'm gonna say that the Tigers are second place is because they have a great lineup. The questions are center field and the bullpen through the 7th and 8th inning, guys. And yeah, for third place, I must say the 2015 World Series champs, the Kansas City Royals, because A, they have a great hitting lineup. The question is second base, left field. Now you have Alex Warren, not left and center. Right field, even though they trade Rod Dyson this season to the Mariners for Nate Carnes and the rotation. Because right now in spring training, they're competing for a rotation spot. I want them to have and they did in off season this year because this season 2017, half their all-star players will be free agencies. That was going to get through all the other teams. In fourth place, I'm gonna say is the Chicago White Sox. They traded all their good. They traded their lefty, the ace Chris Sale to the Red Sox in Boston. Excuse me, and they get rid of and they getting younger players and better by the minute. In fifth place, I'm gonna say the Twins because the line is great. Joe Mauer is not himself. Dozier had an incredible year. The question is the rotation and the bullpen. There's really no one good in there that gets my name out there. Like, the only two people I really like in the rotation and the bullpen is Ervin Santana and Glenn Perkins. Glenn Perkins is a closer, and Ervin Santana is a starter. So, for AL West, I'm going to say the Houston Astros because this year they made a lot of moves for the offseason. Acquired Brian McCann from the New York Yankees. They signed a lot of good moves. They shot Josh Reddick. They signed like the best good veteran player, Carlos Beltran. They signed a lot and they acquired pitching. The only question is to me is the last starter. I want them to acquire. This is my opinion. I hope they acquire Jose Quintana in the trade deadline that is August 1st or July 31st. I want them to make big moves. So I'm gonna say first place goes to the second place Seattle Mariners because they did multiple moves this offseason. I'm going to probably say a lot of trades that actually worked for the system. And yeah, for second place goes to the Mariners. Third place I'm going to say the Rangers because question me is the rotation. Even though the line is that still question me. Fourth place I'm going to say the Angels with the MVP called Mike Trout and Albert Pujols leading team. The question me is the rotation and the bullpen. They lost half their bullpen because due to Houston Street surgery and half their rotation's gone. I'm gonna probably have to say they're fourth. And Oakland right now is a selling team, and they just don't get why sell. So I'm gonna say they're in last place because due to the pitching, the hitting, and the park, because that park is I can't hit it. You know, if I was a baseball player or not, I can't hit in the park. So I'm sorry. For the NL East, I'm going to say my favorite team wins the division because... Oh, I forgot to say AL wildcard. I'll do that later for the wildcards. Because the Mets have the great bullpen, great rotation, great lineup. They signed Yoenis Cespedes, Neil Walker back. Those are great players overall. Cespedes won the All-Star winning, but due to his injury, he could not have been attended. And Neil Walker was second place in voting, but he didn't make the starting thing. Shame on him. I was hoping... And Thor had an incredible season. I mean it. I'm sorry for the Skyliners. He had an incredible season for the New York Mets. He's my favorite team. Nationals, and yeah. And the only question to me is the bullpen and the fifth rotation since Matt's right now is injured, and Harvey's not himself. But overall, I think they still compete in first place with Gazelle and Lugo. For second place, I'm gonna say the Nationals because you have the Cy Young winner called Max Scherzer, and the pitching is good. The lineup's good. The problem is the closing role in the bullpen because they didn't sign their old Mark Melancon back, and he's not going to do well for this offseason. He signed with the Giants for a 5-year, $86 million contract. Now that's Chapman. I think 4 years, $61 million. Yeah, with the option to be there for 5-year deal. Actually, combined with that, I'm gonna say the Nationals in third. Marlins are Nationals in second. The Marlins gonna be in third place because due to the loss of Jose Fernandez, I think that guy, that kid's a hero for saving his mother over himself. I'll give the Marlins. I feel bad for them. So I'm gonna say in third place because A, the pitching, B, the lineup, and C, the bullpen. Even though they make good bullpen moves this offseason, but I have to say to that, no offense to the Marlins. I get that you lost your all-star pitcher. I'm sorry for the ink. I'm sorry. Fourth place, I'm going to say to the Phillies right now because they're selling the team. They're just getting younger by the minute. And fifth place is the Braves because they had a horrible season and the pitching rotation was good and the bullpen wasn't great. And the lineup was They left a lot of runners in scoring position. So I'm going to say that. For the NL Central, I'm going to say the 2006 World Series champions, Chicago Cubs, win the division. Because the only question to me is center field is because they lost their good switch hitter Dexter Fowler due to the Cardinals with a 5-year signing from the Cardinals for $86 million. I'm going to say second place goes to the Cardinals because they have a great pitching prospect called Alex Reyes. He was up there in the majors this year, but shamefully he's down right now due to an MRI, and he's going to have Tommy John. So I'm going to say, in Reyes wasn't himself, he has to have a bounce back season to be in second place. Third place, I'm going to say the Pirates because they're getting younger by the minute. Fourth place is the Brewers because the pitching wasn't great, but the lineup is good. The lineup's in it. And fifth place is the Reds because right now they're selling the team to make a better franchise mode, make a franchise. For the NL West, I'm going to say the Dodgers clinch it because we have to multiple Cy Young winner, Clayton Kershaw, bubbles in my throat, and due in the rotation in the great line they signed, like Justin Turner they signed again, and Kelly Jansen they signed. That was a great move by them overall. So I'm gonna say they win the West. Second place, I'm going to say the San Francisco Giants. They get a great offseason. They signed great minor league players, 2 minors. But right now, all of them are competing. Overall, great job to the Giants because they fixed the bullpen up. The only question is who's going to be the 7th, 8th inning guys. That's my question to them. Third place is going to go Colorado because the rotation bullpen. Fourth place, I'm probably say the D-backs because the line was good. It's just the pitching was horrible. Padres are selling right now, so yeah. For NL wildcard, I'm going to say is the Nationals and the Giants. Those 2 teams. The Washington Nationals and then the San Francisco Giants. For the AL wildcards, I'm going to say Seattle Mariners or Detroit or Toronto. Those are the mixtures. If you guys are new, please subscribe to the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed the video that I made today, and I'll see you later. Bye.